Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new in this channel, you are very much welcome, and my name is Blessing. So if you are new in this channel and you have not subscribed, please, I will appreciate if you hit on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified on every video I will be posting in this channel. So guys, in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make a gown with a yoke, just the way you see me rocking. So let's get started. So guys, welcome back. So guys, in my last video I posted how to draft the pattern. If you have not watched that, I will encourage you to go and watch it. And you can see that I have transferred all my pattern to the main fabric. So guys, here is the sleeve. I have used the lace fabric to cut out my sleeve, and here is the center front. I've went ahead to cut out my center front and also the lining. So guys, as you can see that I went ahead to notch my under bust from the center front here. I notched my under bust. Okay, feel free to notch your under bust if you are working with bustier like this. So guys, here is the down part of my gown. Okay, this is the other part of the side. So this is the side of my bustier. You can see that I added half an inch to this side here. I added half an inch for my seam allowance. So, and I've also went ahead to cut out the door face of it. I cut out four of it. I will be using two for the to cover up the lace fabric, and the other one will serve as the lining. So here is my mesh, my skin mesh, and you can see I added half an inch or so for my seam allowance, and this one here is the yoke for the front. You can see I added half an inch as well. So guys, this is the back part, and I've cut out my back and also cut out the the door face as well. I cut out four of it. So guys, the next step is to iron my hairstay to my door face. This particular door face that I will attach my hairstay to is the one that I will use to cover up my lace fabric, not the lining of it. Okay, so I will go ahead to iron my hairstay on it, and let's see what's next. So guys, I have ironed my hairstay to my door face, and this is how it comes out. This is the center front, and here is the side front. Okay, so now the next step is to bring out the main fabric, which is the lace. I will remove out the pin from my pattern. So then I will bring out the lace like this. Okay, so after bringing out the lace, I will take this side aside first, and I will spread the lace fabric on top of my table like this, and place the right side of the door face to the wrong side of the lace fabric. Hope you understand. The right side facing the wrong side of the lace fabric. So guys, after placing, I notice that I have some excess at the edge like so. Then I will go ahead to trim it off. Before that, I will first of all pin my lace fabric to the door face. Then I will go ahead to trim off the excess that I have at the side. Okay, feel free to trim your excess out. So guys, after trimming, this is what we have. I will repeat the same thing to the other side of the bustier. So after trimming out my excess, this is what we have. Now it's time for us to join our pieces together. So now I will bring one side of the front and the center front together, and I will first of all pin it down. I will just go ahead to pin it before taking it to my sewing machine and sew. I will take it to my sewing machine now. I will do the same thing to the other side. So guys, here it comes out. I have sewed it. So the next step we'll be doing is just to notch this area here. I will notch it like so up to the under bust sides. Okay, I will notch it to where my under bust is, and I will do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, the next step is to bring out my tailor's ham to iron my bustier part. I will open the seam up, and I will use water to iron it very well. Iron the other side as well, and here it comes out. You can see that our bustier is out, looking pretty. I didn't add wording to my bustier. I'm just sewing it like this, and you can see that it's coming out well. So the next step is to take this front part like this. I will just fold it and take it aside first. So guys, let's work with the yoke part. So now I've cut out my yoke, and I cut two parts of it, as in I cut two of it. So now I'll place these two together because it does not have right side and wrong side. So I will just go ahead to sew the up part and fold it, turn it over. So guys, I have sewed it, and this is how it comes out. So the next step is to use my scissors now, just to trim it close to where my seam is, so that it will be very neat inside. I will just go ahead to trim. So after trimming the front part, I will just also go ahead to trim out the back like this. Then after trimming, it will be neat inside, and I will turn it over just the way you see me doing. Turn it over. After turning it, I will take it to my ironing table and press it with a very low heat, not high, the lowest. Just regulate it to the low, very low, or better still, use a hankin, a white hankin. Just put it inside water and place it on top of this mesh and iron it, okay, so it won't get burned. So guys, here is me trying to iron my mesh. I regulate it so low that it won't burn my mesh. So, and I add water so that it will come out very nice and very neat as well. So I'm doing the same thing to the back mesh as well. I'll iron it. So guys, after everything, this is how it comes out, looking very flat and beautiful, also neat as well. So it's time for us to attach our mesh to the main fabric. So the next step we'll be doing is to bring out our bustier and attach my net to it. What I normally do is that at this mid point here, I will make a very small notch there, and after making a notch, I will do the same thing to this buttons here. I will make a notch here like this, a very small notch, not that deep notch. Then after notching, I will place this yoke on top and correspond each notch, each part to each part. I don't know if you understand. You can see that there is notch there. I will correspond the two notch together. I will correspond the two notch, the upper notch, which is the yoke notch. I will just notch it a little bit. It's not too notched, so I will open it up like this and correspond these two together like this. Then I will take one part and use my needle, my pin, to pin the middle, as in the center, together. Okay, then I will use a pin to hold it. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here. I will hold one side of the part that I notched together with the to the body of this dress. Then I will hold these two together. Okay, if you have any excess for this yoke, you can trim it off, because when we are drafting our bustier, we we make a dart, and the upper part of the yoke we did not cut out the dart at. So if you have any excess at the end, please feel free to trim it off. Okay, so after pinning, I will bring out the other side. You can see the middle here, and I will just take the other part of the notch to correspond with the other part here. Then I will also pin it down. Hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say here. So guys, after pinning, this is what we're supposed to have. Then I will bring out the lining, because I've already joined out the lining as well, and also repeat what I did. I will just first of all notch that part too. Okay, then after notching, I will repeat what I did to the line. I just the way I did it first, I will repeat it the same way. Then I take it to my sewing machine and I will sew it. So for the back, is very simple. Just place your mesh for where it's supposed to be, then and sew it with 1/2 inch. So guys, you can see that for this back here, I place my lining on top my lace fabric, right side of the lining facing the wrong side of the lace fabric. Okay, the doll face, sorry, the right side of the doll face facing the wrong side of the lining. Then after that, I will do the same thing to the other side like this. Then I will attach my yoke to it. So guys, here it comes out. I have sewed my yoke to the bustier, and we've already notched the center part. But if you cannot do this part, just go ahead to sew the way you are sewing it. This is how I do mine, and it really worked for me. After sewing, you can go ahead to notch at the center. So guys, now the next step is to trim off my excess here, because I have some a little bit excess at this joining part. So if you don't want your work to be kind of too much excess, and it's not really good for us to have a much excess of fabric, so just go ahead to trim it off, and so that it will relax very well. So you can see me that I have trimmed out this excess, and you can see how beautiful it comes out on the other side. So I will turn it to the other side as well, and also trim out the excess I have there. So guys, after that, I will just turn it over like this. You can go ahead to use hemming gum to in between that part and iron it. You can see how beautiful it comes out, right? It's very beautiful and comes out very well. So guys, this is for the back. You can see I have attached my yoke to the back as well, and I sewed it. So guys, I will just go ahead to iron it. I'll bring out my tailor's arm like this and place it in. I'll place my bust area on top like this, and ensure to iron it very well. I will use water to iron it. Ensure that your iron heat is very low because of your mesh, so that it will not bond it. So iron that part very well. Add your hemming gum in between the lining and the main fabric, and iron it very well, so that it will come out very nicely. You can see me using water to iron these parts, so that I will have a very neat work here. So guys, after ironing this how it comes out, you see it's very beautiful, and it comes out very neat and okay, very nice. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please just give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free, okay? It's just help my channel to grow. Just support me, support your girl, oh, please, okay? Just hit on the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now the next step is to turn the fabric and the lace fabric to get that, as in I will turn it over like this and sew the side. Okay, I will just sew the side just what you see me doing. I will sew the sides, and I will do the same thing to the back as well. So guys, here it comes out. I have sewed the side, and it's looking beautiful. I've also went ahead to iron it as well, so that it will come out very flat and nice. Okay, I did the same thing to the back as well. You can see it's very beautiful and it's okay. This is the other side of it. So the next step is to, I will just place my back. You can see that the lining of the back is out. I will just go ahead to trim it off. Trim any excess that is not wanted. Trim them off, because they will spoil your work. It's very compulsory and very necessary. So just go ahead to trim out any rough rope that is not wanted. Trim it off, so that it will not spoil your work, so your work will come out very neat and nice. Okay, so this is me trimming out my excess that I have. I'll just trim it off. You can see I have some excess there and trim. So I will just go ahead to retrim my armhole. Okay, you can see the armhole is shorter. I will go ahead to retrim my armhole so that it will fit very well. Okay, after trimming, this is how it comes out. You can see these two is correspond. Now guys, the next step is to bring out the down part of this gown. So let's work with the down part first. So this is the center front of the down part. So Guys, I will first of all place it like this. For so guys, this particular one here, the right side will meet the right side of the door face. Right side of the fabric, the lace fabric will meet the right side of the door face, so that after sewing we will turn it over and it will correspond to the way we are doing it before. Okay, so I'll take it to my sewing machine. And so guys, here it comes out. I have sewed it and I also ironed it out so that it will give me a very nice look here. So I also do the same thing to the other side as well. The next step is to take our darts. Okay, I will fold my fabric like this into two. Then remember we impute our nipple to nipple measurement when creating our dart. Then I will do the same thing here. I will place my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5 inches, and make a dart leg of 4 inches. Okay, I will mark 4 inches here like this and mark it straight. Okay, I will just mark it straight like this. Then on this dart leg I will divide 1 inches in between, which is half an inch on both sides. Then I will connect it to the down parts to meet the dart leg at the 4 inches points. Okay, so after that I will repeat the same thing to the other side and go ahead to sew it as a dart. So guys, I have sewed my dart and you can see how lovely it comes out. Very beautiful, right? So I've also do the same thing to the back parts. So you can see me trimming out some excess that is there. Just go ahead to trim out any excess that you know you don't want at all. So this is my dart. I have sewed it and I sew the other part as well. Okay, so now the next step is to join the upper part to the down part. Okay, this is the center front. I'll bring out the center front and correspond the center front to it, so that I will sew it. After sew it, I will take it to my weaving machine, inner weaving machine, to secure that rough edge there. So guys, this is how we'll do the same thing to the other side. And for the back of the side, for the back, before we join our upper part to the back, I will join the two zipper allowance together first. Like I will place the two side, right side meeting right side. Then after placing my side together like this, then I will mark where my zipper will stay. Okay, then after marking I will also mark where my slit will also be. You understand? So for the zipper I come down to 6 inches, from the waist to 6 inches. So I remember we added 1.5 inches for our zipper allowance. So now for 1/2 inch, we are using 1/2 inch to turn in the fabric, then left with 1 inch. So the 1 inches will be the joining allowance. Okay, so for my slit I will come up by 7 inches, or well, about 6 inches as well. I'll come up by 6 inches and that will be my slit opening. So from that 1 inches I will just place it from the beginning of this the zip to where my slit will stop. Then I will just make a very straight line there as 1 inches uh, difference. Hope you understand it. I will rule it and I will sew it apart. Okay, so guys, you can see I have sewed it and I went ahead to open the seam up like this, and I gave it a very good press, as you can see. So now before then, now I will now add my upper parts of the gown to the down part, and I will take it to my sewing machine and I will run it with 1/2 inch. So guys, this here it comes. I have attached the upper part to the down part, and this is how it looks like. You can see how beautiful it comes out. Like I said, you can go ahead to use a inner weaving machine to just lock the edge of this part so that it will not be rough there. So guys, this is it, and I will place the back and the front together to join our neck, our shoulder. Okay, so guys, you can see, you remember I said if you have excess at this part you can trim it off. So you can see I have excess for the the mesh, so I just go ahead to trim it off. Just trim it off. If you know there is a excess there, just trim it off, okay, before I will join my shoulder. For the shoulder, I place the front shoulder in between the back line. I will just open the line, the two mesh for the back, and I will use it to cover up the front shoulder so that it will be very neat in this place, okay. We do need to have a neat work in our work so that our customer or our clients will feel very comfortable with our work, okay. So you can see that our neck, our shoulder have been sewed, and it comes out very neatly. You can see both the inside and the outside, they are neat, okay. So the next step is to add our sleeve to this part. This is my sleeve. Like I said, I use the lace fabric for my sleeve. Then I will just look for the midpoint of this sleeve like this, okay, and I will notch it like this. After notching, I'll place it right side meeting right side and ensure that this notch part correspond with the joining for the shoulder. Then just go ahead to sew your sleeve to your armhole. So guys, I have attached my sleeve to my dress, and this is how it comes out, looking beautiful. So this is how it is. Then this is the other side of the sleeve. So guys, it's time for us to join. So you can see these two waist area, these two joining part must correspond to each other, and also to the sleeve as well. The joining must correspond to each other. Then you use your inches that you gave her as seam allowance to join them down. So guys, I have done joining it, and this is how it looks like. So the next step is to attach my zipper, but I missed that clip. So after attaching my zip, I will just go ahead to rock my dress. So guys, here it comes. So if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and also comment, share this video, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified on my video. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Bye. To see you in my next one.